Look at that. Oh, that kill. That was beautiful. All right, looks like more of their troops are retreating as well at the sight of their general falling and the dominance of the Scottish infantry here. Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another video with the Terminator. We're going to be continuing our campaign here with Scotland and Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. That incredible mod for Attila Total War. I'm going to be expanding here with Scotland. We already have a little bit into Ireland here, which is fantastic. So the campaign is going to progress a little bit as we look towards England. England is a little bit distracted by a war with France at the moment. So I think it might be the perfect time to strike at York and then hopefully start moving down the English countryside. They've already taken Carnarvon from the Welsh, which was a surprise. Well, was a surprise to the English. But yeah, so with Carnarvon, they've gotten rid of the Welsh, which leaves basically Scotland left in the British Isles that they've got their eyes on. I'm sure they're eyeing us up here. So that's what we're gonna do this campaign. We're gonna start pivoting towards England. If you enjoy this video, guys, shameless plug here, definitely like the video. Drop a comment for your thoughts below in the comments section. And everything in terms of the mods I'm using, you know, a link to the game is in the description down below as well. And of course, subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm starting this up. I love strategy games. I love first-person shooters as well. You know, I've only started really doing videos on Hell Let Loose, but I'm going to be expanding out those as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, guys. That's what this is all about. So, without further ado, we have our protectors of the palace here, led by Alexander now. William, unfortunately, died. Bye-bye. Died recently. King William. He was a good ruler. He cared about his people. And he was a fair, just ruler. He helped start the expansion of Scotland into a superpower. And now his son, Alexander's eyes are set on England, specifically York. And that is where we will strike first. So we're going to get our army down here. We're going to declare war on England. Yes, I know it's going to be condemned, but whatever. We're a small country. People don't really care about us. They're not going to be like, oh my god, this massive superpower is doing something terrible. No. So let's see, light battering ram, maybe a ladder as well. Now let's commit to the siege towers here. But I mean, we are very much in the majority here in terms of this battle. We're going to give it a turn to be able to have that siege equipment to attack. We're also running out of income now, which isn't ideal. Already got tax right here in Edinburgh and Inverness, even though the public order is low there. In Dublin, got some growth edicts, so I'm gonna just change that to another tax edict here. Yeah, let's see how that helps our income. Our income is gonna go in the red probably very soon. Trying to finance a war here against England isn't going to be cheap. But that's going to be the end of our turn, I think. Unless... Nope, nothing. Okay, cool. Hey guys, welcome back. We have a noble birth here. Hamish. Love that name. Hamish, a joyous occasion. We've been blessed with a son. A little bit of political obstruction. Isn't great, but let's decree it. Got a massive dominion going on, which is cool. Fun times. But now let's focus our attention here on York. Nice. I like our chances here. We've got 2 light siege towers. We've got our battering ram. they have a lot of ranged units here, which isn't ideal. But let's see. In 2 turns, their supplies will start running out. You know what? We're gonna fight this. We have an overwhelming majority in terms of troops here. We have some very decent siege towers. So we're gonna make this happen. Let's fight this on the ground. All right, guys, here we are on the eve of the Battle of York. Scotland has its army assembled, led by Alexander, with the walls of York ahead of them, and the English garrison army in their way. We're gonna have a fight on our hands here, but I think we have a very decent chance of winning. So let's take this city once and for all. All right, so let's see what angle we want to take here. Oh, a little amphitheater. That's cool. What angle do we want to take here? So we're limited. Are we limited? No, we're not. Okay, cool. So this is interesting. The backside of the city is like this cool, like ancient ruin, which is that's pretty cool. I never even noticed that about York before. Got a very weak wall in the back. Doesn't look like there's any way in though from there. So it's gonna have to be a frontal assault here, guys. I like our chances in the front, mainly because it kind of concentrates them in one area, and you know, they only have 2 towers here that can really fire on us. I mean, obviously they have these other towers on the side, but you know, if we were going to go from there or that side, it'd be a bit more difficult, I think. So yeah, so let's get our battering ram over here. I'm gonna get a backup. I have a backup just in case. Gonna have our archers at the ready as well. Start firing on those walls. Let's get our siege equipment ready as well. Nice. All right. So while they're doing that frontal assault, I'm gonna get a couple of siege towers just on the sides of these walls as well. Cause a little havoc on that side. That tower, these towers are gonna be dangerous, but I think we should be okay. Scrappers! I love that accent. Alright. I feel a little stretched in and stretched out. Stretched? That's what I mean. A little stretched in terms of infantry here. A lot of them are, you know, manning the towers and the rams, so this is gonna be interesting. Alright, I think I'm ready with this battle. Let's get started. Yeah, let's go full frontal assault here. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. It's beautiful. I love these cinematic modes. I know I say this like every video, but just being able to like remove the HUD to see, you know, the battle happening. It's just awesome. All right, so their siege towers, their defensive towers here are firing on our siege towers. I don't think there's going to be too much fire damage to start with, but we'll see how they do. That's going to be like the real like clincher here in terms of a siege battle. It's whether your equipment catches on fire. All right, I'm gonna speed this forward a little bit so our equipment can move forward. Decent amount of fire damage happening on our towers here. I'm not too worried though. 13% so far. Not ideal, as long as it like doesn't catch fire, which I'm kind of expecting it to with the amount of fire arrows going down on it right now. All right, let's slow this down. Get a nice view on what's happening. Oh man, oh, I love it. I love the music too. It really gets you in the mood, really intense. All right, they're starting to fire on the ram as well, as our infantry moves up towards the walls. All right, our first tower is approaching now. Let's see how much fire damage it has. 28%. That's actually a lot lower than I would expect for a fire tower to get damaged by. You know what? I'm gonna start moving our archers here to rain down some fire on the enemy. We'll leave them behind for now. All right, in the meantime, you know what? We're gonna drop this ram as well. Start moving our troops up. Might be a little bit early for that, but that's okay. I think now that we've got forces on the wall, we can start focusing on locking them down. All right. Some forces on the wall. We've got lots of arrows going into their back lines here as well, which is awesome. They're trying to box in my first siege tower here. My sergeants. I think this is a sergeant. No, the Highlanders. Ooh. Let's get some ranged support here. Their first archer unit here is starting to retreat. They're under fire, losing decisively. It's not looking good for them. Not at all. Let's get these guys starting to move up onto the wall as well. Looking pretty good so far. Got decent like foothold on their walls. Oh, look at that. Just like the sheer like will of these people. The Scots. With their swords and their pikes. They're going at it, man. They're really going at it here. All right. Another siege tower has arrived onto the walls. They're starting to pivot their troops towards this side where they know they're getting forced a little bit here. Yeah, you know what? That's an excellent idea. I really like that. Let's get our archers up here. We'll cap this tower. We'll start raining at them from behind. Get why you can't like say attack this unit with the come on lads. Oh, look at that. Oh man, I thought their cavalry was about to charge at us for a second there. It's pretty intense. Alright, we've lost the ram. Interesting. We're gonna have to move our forces back here. It's fine, we'll be able to cap the gates. It just means we're gonna have to focus on getting it from above on the walls rather than ramming him. Their cavalry is like thinking about it, thinking about like approaching our infantry from behind. Weirdly. All right, let's get the first missile units over here and cap that tower. We'll get the others to start firing on them from behind. Alright, so far so good. I'm gonna move up the other archers here to help support. Now that their towers are, I mean, they're still firing, but this area is a little bit occupado with my troops attacking them. Alright, let's get these guys firing on the... actually, you know what? Let's get them firing on the infantry on the walls here. Oh boy. All right. You know what? Still have a couple units of pikemen here. Let's move them up towards our cavalry. And yeah, let's get some more infantry units up here as well to help support the attack. Still held by the Kingdom of England. Almost Scotland now, though. Almost. Alright, how's our... We're losing... Combat is even, actually. Combat is even. And looks like our flank over here is open as well now. They've retreated. Which is great news. Alright, let's move these guys back. They're getting pummeled by the general here. We've got our pikemen up now. So they should... Oh, it's not the general, but they should be able to help. Oh, unit is losing this. Oh, they are just charging in there. Look at that. The English cavalry. They're just so powerful. Just charge right into my infantry. Oh! And the gates are ours. The gates are ours. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, their infantry has retreated off the wall as well now. Let's just start directly charging into their front cavalry here. Meantime, we'll get our archers to attack the general's unit, the spearmen over here as well. Pretty happy with this fight so far, though. Gonna move our cavalry in as well. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oof. So much. Oh, look at those arrows. Oh man, look at the detail on these knights though. That is so cool. And the pikes are approaching. The pikes are moving up on them and they just can't do anything. They're being hit by arrows. The pikes are boxing them in. I think they're retreating. Yep, they're retreating. Our general's moving in now as well. All right, let's get everyone moving up towards them. They're still putting up a fight for this gate with the cavalry, which a bit surprising here, but they're not going to be able to do much against the pikemen pushing up against them and the cavalry. Yeah, they're losing decisively. These guys are just chilling. All right. These heavy shock cavalry are actually doing really well to like delay the onslaught that's going to happen on this general's unit. Come on, guys. Really? An entire unit? Jesus. Oh man, they're actually like keeping us at bay really well here. You know, I'm gonna try and just move some of these units out. Maybe that was my mistake. Bunching them up wasn't a great idea. Alright, looks like their general's unit is moving towards my infantry over here, the sergeants. Do a little fear into this unit. Maybe that's what'll do it. Yep. They're starting to retreat now, the English. Gonna relinquish York any moment. And there it is. The English are retreating. No match for the Scots. And there it is. We've lost 2 of our Highlanders. They were actually really good. Bit of a shame there, but we've taken York. We're gonna loot and occupy it. We have a little positive income here now, which is good. And we're gonna repair the walls. That's gonna be the most important thing, as obviously England are gonna respond with at least an army, possibly 2, to try and take York back. What else can we repair here? Should we repair? Catholic Priory, Fairgrounds thing, a sheep herd. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on repairing anything else at the moment. I think England are definitely gonna go on the attack here and try to take York back, which is what I would do in this situation. Let's see, I've got some fields here that can be upgraded. It'll give me a bit more income, which would be nice. Let's see, how much food do we actually have in this province? Quite a lot. Have already muster grounds. Let's get a sheep herd. Why not? We have York. Awesome. Let's see here. I think we need to decide on a governor for York here. So, oh, we actually can't. We don't have enough money to hire one. So, cancel that. And,
Loyalty is a measure of a character's devotion to the ruling party of his faction. It can be
Hamish.
increased through political
Hamish
actions,
will be the
as well as
governor
character
of
skills,
York.
positive traits, or household
Northumbria.
members.
Oh my god, shut up, dude. Cool. Let's get an edict here as well. We're running out of food, which is not good in this region. Meow, meow, meow. What should we do here? Public's order is low, but that'll come back up. You know what? We're gonna do a tax rate, get a bit more income out of this province. Yeah, so a little backstory for you guys as well. As Scotland, you have super limited options in terms of where to expand. So you're going to come against England eventually. It's going to happen. And for your information, this is about 35 turns after my first video. So I basically spent a lot of work getting our provinces back into the positive, mustering our troops to attack York, and having a presence in Dublin, just because there was a lot of public order, disorder rather, here as well, and just seeing what England was going to do, and doing all of that took a lot of time actually, but it's prepared us to bring the fight to England. So let's make this bad boy happen. This is going to be the end of our turn, guys. That was an awesome battle there to take York, which we did successfully. So let's prepare for what England have prepared for us. I'll see you at the top of the next turn, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the top of the turn. We have another noble birth, which is, of course, a joyous occasion. And I've spent a little bit of time to build up our protectors of the palace here with some more troops, a little bit more in terms of pike infantry as well, so we can start making our move on Nottingham, or Nottingham if you're from England. York is also doing okay as well. We've managed to repair all of our buildings here. We're kind of in the deep in terms of sanitation, but I'll do a review of what buildings we've got here in a bit. In terms of public order, it's not looking great either. So that's going to be an issue. Let's see. Food, religious differences, religion. I mean, the military presence is doing the biggest boon here in terms of keeping public order buoyant. But I do want to go for Nottingham. Nottingham. God, I keep saying that. So we're just gonna go for it. Let's see what happens. I know York is gonna go into the red. There might be a rebellion here pretty soon, but you know what? Just to counter it, I can raise a quick army. Oh, not quite right. That's a bit weird. Let's see, attacker. Let's go for this guy. Reinstate the legacy of the Dukes chosen as well. Our income's pretty low, but let's see. Let's move our army out of the town. Move these guys in and start recruiting some cheap units just to keep this all going. I'm gonna be in the red probably in terms of income again, but once it's not winter, we can start moving this army down and help support Nottingham. All right, that's the end of our turn here. I'll see you at the top of the next one. Right after I give this guy some more skills. Let's see here. All right, guys, the famed battle has arrived. England has brought 2 armies up to support the attack against Scotland here. There's also this little rebellion army that's sprung up against us, but I'm not really worried about them. They're pretty small. What I'm really worried about is these English forces. They have a couple of units that might cause a bit of damage. These foot knights, they have what, 3, 4, 5 cavalry units, including the general. So yeah, this is gonna be a fight. I've actually never have I think I fought in a kind of defensive position, but it'll be interesting to see. And let's see what happens. All right, defensive positions have been put up. Our defensive positions are up. All right, guys, our defensive positions are up. Our troops are in formation and where they need to be. We have our pikemen in the front. We've got some stakes here on the sides to stop any flanking advance. And some of these spikes here for any cavalry that want to try and flank us from right behind. And lots of infantry support, lots of archers to take them down when they start approaching our walls. This is the defense of York with the protectors of the palace led by Alexander. Let's get this started here. See where they're going to come from. All right, so we've got our eyes on some movement behind us, which isn't ideal. So I'll start moving our pikemen back here, ready for any kind of cavalry charge. I won't be able to do too much damage through those spikes, but there's a lot of them. There's going to be a lot. Thought they were going to come from this side, but that's okay. Just means their frontal cavalry assault will take a bit of a beating when they get there. I'm going to move our archers into position as well. All right, troops are moving into position now. Got these guys turning around as well. Alright, so we've got the small rebellion army over here, the rebel army, approaching from that side. Looks like everything is pretty much set up. The fight has started. They are now approaching the walls. Archers are firing down on them. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's move our infantry up a little bit. Obviously, we've got a couple gaps in our front line here. We need to contain them. Oh, Oh, look at that. The general's unit has literally just slipped into the fucking the fort here. He literally just slipped into the fort. Bastard. All right, that's all right. We've got a very decent defensive line here, which I really, really like the look of. I'm going to move our pikes in behind the general just to give him a little bit of pressure. Going to move up our early sergeants. Support the pikemen in the front because I think they're getting a bit of a beating here against these melee infantry. Overall, though, going pretty well. Start getting our archers to properly target them. And let's get our cavalry back. You know what? Move the general forward. We got the cavalry to start flanking around. All right, enemy general is dead, which is excellent. English general has been killed. Let's get a closer look at the action here. Oh, look at that. Oh, that kill. That was beautiful. All right, looks like more of their troops are retreating as well at the sight of their general falling and the dominance of the Scottish infantry here. This whole flank just fell. It just fell. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That we got some roaming cavalry here. Let's take them out. We'll just keep this up. We'll keep this defensive line going. In the meantime, this side is doing really well. Also, I'm really happy about that. The rest of their reinforcements are now arriving as well. So just get our cavalry to start clearing them up a little bit. This unit here, just like the front of the... Oh, they're moving in. They're moving in. Nice. Let's get the pikemen up there. It looks like they're just going to give up on this flank here. And move on that side. That's got a bit more pressure going on. All right, our cavalry's cleaning up here on the backside, which is nice. Get these guys dealing with the rest of them. I don't like the way these archers are firing on my infantry, so we got our friendly Scottish archers to focus on them. All right, look at that. They've retreated on this side as well. Let's get our main infantry line to back up a little bit now. Leave the room for the pikemen on the front. So far, so good. This is looking really, really good. Start putting a bit more pressure with the cavalry. How did these guys get in? They just literally just walked in. Oh, this game sometimes. This game. You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna move up our infantry out of the defensive line into the field. All right, looks like they're moving the rest of their infantry in here. Trying to flank around. They're totally trying to flank around. Whoa, look at this. Ah. They're just walking though. I think they're tired. That's why. They're tired. Right, let's get these guys to attack their archers. They're just tired. That's what's happening. Let's see what else is happening here. We've got a big push frontal here by their sergeants, it looks like. All right. Cavalry is doing good work here to clean up the rest of these archers. Let's watch this charge happen as they cut through the archers and just cut them down here. I love it. They've turned around now. Oh, looks like they're engaging our cavalry. Heavy cavalry. That's cool though, it's cool. We've got some infantry units pushing up towards them. They're not looking very happy about that. Oh yeah, look at that. They pushed back and then into my infantry line here. Looks like they're retreating as well. Yep, they're retreating. Let's get the rest of these guys attacking their archers, which somehow still live. Looks like the rest of the forces here on the wall are also retreating. Oh, look at that. Woo. Beautiful, beautiful. And there you have it. Oh my god. That was insane. Defense of York, like over in mere moments. Heroic victory here. What do we have? We've got a very decent chunk by our cavalry. Lots of kills by our archers, which is really good. That's what you want. Good pikemen action here as well. They didn't really manage to do anything, which is really good. We only lost 272 men. That's by Martin and Gavin. That's really good. Yep, heroic victory here, defending York against the English. I'm happy with that result. All right, guys, welcome back. So we had to, unfortunately, lose our secondary army here because of the rebels. But York is back under control. The protectors of the palace have been replenished. And we have our eyes on Nottingham. So, you know what? Let's just do it. You know, another rebellion might happen. Very likely to. But I'm like pretty confident with our chances at Nottingham. The English army was defeated like decisively, so I'm gonna say let's do it. Why not? Take the risk. This is what it's all about.
Laying siege to the settlement.
All right, here. So we've got our battering ram, 2 siege towers. Let's see, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got a decent number of ranged infantry here, archers, and some nice pikemen here as well. But we are the superior force. In 4 turns, they're gonna start losing and suffering from attrition. So I'm happy to kind of start waiting it out. But we'll see in a couple of turns once our siege equipment have been built. So yeah, in the meantime, we have a decent income still going on. York is in the minus at the moment. So once we've got a bit more income next turn, I'm going to get another army here to get into the garrison and help defend the city. But for now, that's the end of the turn here. Let's see if we can start making waves with Nottingham. I'm excited. All right, guys, our third major battle in one episode. The English have brought up the another army here led by Gerald, I think. No. This guy, led by Lionel. Lionel is now supporting Mark and Gerald in the battle for Nottingham, and they're gonna challenge me. So I'm gonna fight this in the field. It's gonna be an open field battle, so a little bit more different than what we've done so far. But I'm excited. This should be interesting. All right, guys. Our third battle is here in this episode. Scotland is prepared for 2 English armies, including another garrison army in support as well, as they take the fight to Scotland while we besiege Nottingham. It's gonna be interesting here. We've got our forces assembled in the kind of northwestern point of the map here, and some high ground, and in an area that I don't think will allow too much flanking. We've got our horsemen, our cavalry ready to charge around and flank as well. But we'll see. Basically, I'm gonna wait to see what the AI decides to do and then react accordingly. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's get this started.
The balance of power bar tracks the relative.
No, thank you. All right, so the enemy has been sighted.
We have a proud
Yes.
heritage. The enemy has reinforcements. In his name, we can fight. Come all the world against us. We will stand and beat them. We have sighted the enemy.
Nice. That was awesome. Thank you, Alexander, for a great speech. And now, the enemy advances. Or do they? Oh, looks like they're taking a holding position while the reinforcements arrive. Oh my god, look at this army. This is gonna be a tough battle. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this. But we have a nice little, like, position to defend. I think we're gonna do well. I'm gonna fast forward to let these guys get over to their main force here. All right, guys, so the enemy is approaching. The English have moved up their archers in a front line supported by their infantry and cavalry. I'm guessing the cavalry is gonna start just flanking around, but we'll see what happens. It's gonna be an interesting battle. They're overwhelmingly a bigger force than we are. Interestingly, they've left a lot kind of behind as well, strangely enough. But a lot of them are pushing forward now against us. Let's see how our archers fare against theirs, and then move in to start taking them out. It's gonna be interesting. This is our third battle here. Third battle in this episode. I've never had that before. Scotland is ready to defend itself and their freedom against these English. Slowly but surely, they're within archer range. There we are. Rain down hell, boys. Oh gosh. Okay, looks like their cavalry is going front and center towards my archers. Oh god, this is not looking nice. Yep, they've got cavalry heading straight for my archers here. Oh, that was a charge and a half. They're taking a lot of my archers out. Not ideal here. Definitely not. Let's get these guys back. Get them back. Let's keep these pikes on the flank, actually, now. All right, they have retreated. They've retreated. The pikes into position for any more incursions into the front lines, but I'm pretty confident. Not doing too much damage.
Our general, defend him.
Oh, they're actually going for the general. That's ridiculous. Let's move him a little bit back. I want an early defeat here because my general got a little cocky in the front line. They are starting to move their infantry up there, so I'm gonna move these guys back. Start committing troops into the front line. Get the nice troops as well. Oh, look at that. Their cavalry is coming around to flank around us as well. To get... Oh man, they have so many cavalry units. Get your pikes up, get your pikes up. Yep, pikes are up, pikes are up. These bastards are flanking around. Ugh. Yep, they totally are. My God, they're so smart. All right, that's fine. That's fine for now. We've got them very heavily boxed in here in the front, which is awesome. Let's get our archers. Keep on firing on them here in the front line. I'm going to move my pikemen back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to commit the pikemen to that front line because we've got a lot of cavalry there. Ooh, big charges here. Big charges. Oh, but we've got them. We've got them dead to rights. All right, let's get these guys committed to the front line as well. Whew. There's a lot more of them coming. All right, let's move these guys forward.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Looks like they've broken one of my early sergeant units. Not ideal, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, generals managed to run off that cavalry unit. We've got our cavalry back there as well, which I haven't really committed, so get them in the mix as well. Move them forward. Our infantry is doing really well, though, in the front line here. All right, finally these guys retreating. Man, they did a lot of damage. All right, one of their generals has fallen. Start getting our cavalry in here, taking out some of their archers. These guys need to just keep pushing them back, because if I try to pull them back myself, they're gonna get heavily hit here by archer fire. Let's get a front line going again here. Move back some of the weaker units. Still got some very nice missiles. Ready to rain down hell on these guys. Move them up a little bit. You know what? Let's get the general flanking around a little bit as well here. Boom, 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 boom. Keep attacking them. Keep going after them. Don't want them turning around. All right, units are pushing forward. Oh man, I am so happy with these archers. They're just so good. In this game, archers are the name of the game. They are. You need to have a lot of them to make any kind of headway. All right, let's get these guys. Keep pushing them. We'll get the cavalry turning around. Oh, where are you guys going? Turn around. Nice.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Rallying a couple of units. That's fine. Big pushes here. Big pushes. Alright, let's get the general into the mix. Create some fear in their front lines. Nice. Let's get those guys back in the mix. Got a lot of units that are just alone out there, which isn't great. I don't want to commit my general just yet because I feel like too early and he might just get caught in the crossfire. Come on, kill him.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Alright, we've got some broken units here. Front lines are not looking healthy. You know what? Let's get the general in there and cause some havoc. All right, here come the cavalry. Here come the cavalry. Whoa, look at that. That was a boxing in if I've ever seen one. A lot of my cavalry are getting hit though. Let's move them back. How are things going on over here? Nice. Billmen are starting to retreat a bit.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing. Riders at the double! Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Oh man, we've lost a lot of units here. Let's try and move our guys up and take out that general. End this once and for all. Oh, here he comes. He's turning around and facing our infantry. Our archers are literally just
Enemy units have been rallied.
the guys holding this line right now.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
No, they're not. Men are rallying like that. That's it. They've retreated. Except for one unit. Yeah, that's it. Wow. What a victory. What a victory here. We've got some heavy losses. Just under 1,000 men. Just under 50% of our men have fallen, but we defeated them. We did it. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, 3 battles can be heavy on a game, but that was insane. That was awesome. We did some really good damage with the cavalry here. And the front line. I mean, the front line infantry, the pikemen, did some really ridiculous damage. Archers up front, that was really, really good to start with. I needed to pull them back probably a little bit earlier, but I'm really happy with that. That was a good game. All right, guys. So our siege of Nottingham is still ongoing, and I think we're ready to auto-resolve this. We've got a massive majority on them. They can't put up a fight, so obviously we're gonna take the city. Add it to our collection of Scottish towns. Yes. We will loot and occupy the city for now. Got a rebellion going on in York as well very soon, so gonna have to move things around a little bit. But so far, I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna get an army going in Nottingham. Another one. Jericho Rider, marksman. Let's get a melee guy with the Dukes chosen. Again.
Hunger for battle. Set up the watch.
Recruit some infantry here.
It's a good life.
All right, Nottingham will get that repaired fort, and the English army will retreat. That is an insane improvement onto last episode. I'm so happy with how this has gone. We've had 3 incredible battles that have gone in our favor. We've won them victoriously. Last one with a bit more, a bit closer than the others, but I'm really happy with this progress so far in Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. Here is Scotland. This has been the Terminator, guys. I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you have, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, obviously, if you want to see more. If you enjoy this, there's more happening. I've got the Rome campaign going on. Lots of awesome plays there happening as well. Sorry, I can't talk. And more to come as well. I'm going to start looking at other factions in the Total War. I'm going to look at Troy as well and Warhammer. Those are going to be some nice focal points in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, that's it for us today, guys. So hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next week for some more medieval gameplay.